Speaking Task 1. You will be asked a question about a familiar topic. You will then have 15 seconds to prepare your response, and 45 seconds to speak.
Do you prefer traveling alone or with friends and family? Please supply specific reasons to uphold your choice.
Prepare your response after the beep. Start speaking after the beep.
I prefer traveling with family and friends, and there are several reasons why. Firstly, I believe that shared moments result in wonderful memories. Sightseeing and exploring a new city, or even familiarizing oneself with a completely different way of life, are all great fun when experienced with the ones you love. Additionally, there's also the matter of safety. During my vacations, I feel more at ease having loved ones around me, which makes the travel experience more relaxed and enjoyable. Not to mention, being with companions often means splitting costs, which is another added benefit of traveling with family and friends.
Speaking Task 2. You will read a short paragraph and then listen to a conversation between two people. You will have 50 seconds to read the paragraph. After, you will get a question about what you read and heard. You will have 30 seconds to prepare your response and then 60 seconds to give it. You have 50 seconds to read. Start reading after the beep. Now listen to the conversation between two people.
Did you read the announcement?
Yes, I did, and I really don't see the benefits that they stated.
What do you mean?
Well, first off, they say that this will allow us easier access to the resources, and I don't see that we need better access. The computers we had before were already fast enough, and their connection to the scanners and the printers worked just fine. If they really wanted to help us, they should have given us more of those small conference rooms that we use when we work on group assignments.
But don't you think that it would be great to have cool new computers?
Well, we don't own those computers. They stay in the library.
That is true.
Also, the fact that they want to improve our digital literacy, I don't think there is any need for that. I mean, the university doesn't need to help us there. Practically every student has their own laptop, and it's kind of fashionable to know about the latest gadgets or to own it if you can. We are improving our own digital literacy just fine.
I think the university can help us a bit. I really want to see if these new computers will be as good as they say.
I guess it doesn't hurt to wait and see.
What does the male student think about the new computers in the library?
Prepare your response after the beep. Start speaking after the beep.
The male student is not convinced about the benefits of the new computers in the library. He believes that the current computers are already fast enough and the connection to the scanners and printers is fine. He thinks that if the university wanted to help students, they should have provided more small conference rooms for group assignments. He also doesn't think there is a need for the university to improve students' digital literacy because most students have their own laptops and are already familiar with the latest technology. He feels that owning the latest gadgets is fashionable and students are already improving their own digital literacy. However, he agrees that it doesn't hurt to wait and see if the new computers will actually be as good as they claim.
Speaking Task 3. You will read a short paragraph about an academic topic, then listen to a lecture about it. You will have 50 seconds to read the paragraph. After, you will get a question about what you read and heard. You will have 30 seconds to prepare your response and then 60 seconds to give it. You have 50 seconds to read. Start reading after the beep. Now listen to the lecture.
There are countless versions of the Ballad of Barbara Allen, and although it probably originated in the British Isles, versions are found not only in the British colonies, but also in many other countries, including Italy and several countries in Scandinavia. In fact, there are almost 100 versions in the United States alone. But the version that I'm going to play for you today is the traditional child ballad, number 84, from the reference English and Scottish Popular Ballads. In it, the narrative tells the story of Barbara Allen and the young man who fell in love with her. After Barbara Allen rejects him, he dies of unrequited love. And the day after his funeral, Barbara Allen dies of regret. They are buried beside each other in the churchyard, and a red rose grows from his grave. A briar grows from her grave. That's a thorny bush. And as they twine around each other, the rose and the thorn, they form a lover's knot. So we see that the lovers who were not united in life are together in death. The music is repetitive, like most ballads, and also important to identifying it as a ballad, the second and the fourth lines of each four-line stanza rhyme.
Define a ballad, and then explain why Barbara Allen can be classified as a ballad.
Prepare your response after the beep. Start speaking after the beep.
A ballad is a story in poem form that is sung to music and can have many different versions as it is passed down through generations. Barbara Allen can be classified as a ballad because it tells a story about love, rejection, and death, and is sung to music. The song follows a traditional ballad structure with repeating lines and rhyming stanzas. Additionally, Barbara Allen has many different versions, with variations of the story found in different countries. This shows that the song has been passed down through an oral tradition, with changes and additions made by different singers over time. In conclusion, Barbara Allen fits the definition of a ballad because it is a story told in song that has evolved over time through oral tradition.
You will listen to a lecture about an academic topic. After, you will get a question about what you heard. You will have 20 seconds to prepare your response and then 60 seconds to give it. Now listen to the lecture.
Inequalities in the education system have long been a focus of sociological research, revealing the way that educational opportunities and outcomes can reflect and reinforce broader social inequalities. Now, one key concept here is something we call hidden curriculum. The hidden curriculum refers to the informal and often unspoken lessons that children learn in school, beyond the standard coursework. These lessons can include social norms, values, and beliefs that are communicated through interactions with teachers and peers, the rules and regulations of the school, and everyday classroom activities. Studies have shown that the hidden curriculum can have a significant impact on children's educational development, their attitudes towards learning, and their overall socialization. In many cases, it can perpetuate the existing inequalities within the education system. For instance, children from lower socioeconomic backgrounds may face more disciplinary actions in school compared to their wealthier counterparts, exposing them to the notion that they are bad or misfit students. This can lead to long-lasting impacts on their self-esteem and their attitudes towards education, which in turn can contribute to worse educational outcomes. Therefore, it's imperative that educators are mindful of these hidden lessons, treating all students equitably regardless of their socioeconomic background.
Explain the concept of hidden curriculum and how it contributes to inequalities in the education system. Include points from the lecture.
Prepare your response after the beep. Start speaking after the beep.
The hidden curriculum is the informal lessons that children learn in school, aside from their regular lessons. These lessons include social norms, values, and beliefs that are communicated through interactions with teachers and peers. It also includes the rules and regulations of the school and classroom activities. The hidden curriculum can have a big impact on children's education, attitudes towards learning, and socialization. For example, children from lower socioeconomic backgrounds may face more discipline in school, which can make them feel like bad students. This can affect their self-esteem and attitudes towards education, leading to worse outcomes. It's important for educators to be aware of these hidden lessons and treat all students fairly, no matter their background, to help reduce inequalities in the education system.